This is Peter Lau. Today is Thursday, April 25th. I'm at 15526 Benfield Avenue, Norwalk, California. I'll be entering through the left side clean out. So that is the crawl space access right over there, and it's in this narrow alleyway. In a brief moment, we will be transitioning to the end of the sewer line, as that will provide the clearest video. We're about 117 feet into the main sewer line where it ties in with the city sewer at a depth of 7 feet. I'll be making my way back towards the access point.
Alright, go ahead.
So currently we're in clay piping, as that's very typical to see. That is what most cities like to use for their sewer line material, as it is relatively inexpensive and it does have a long estimated service life. And the clearest indication that this is indeed clay is the reddish orange color of the pipe. However, clay does come with its own issues, such as root intrusion and offsets. So there is just a very minor debris buildup on the right hand side of the screen over there, and it's not causing any blockage at the present time of inspection. With about 110 feet remaining, so this is a very good example of what an offset looks like. An offset is basically where two sections of pipe join together and the joint becomes off-centered, which allows for root intrusion to grow into the sides of the pipe. However, if root intrusion is growing in from a joint, that is perfectly normal to see. If it were to grow in a section where there is no joint, that could indicate that there's damage to the line. And that was just an example. There isn't any damage to this line thus far, with more offsets noted. Again, that's completely normal to see within the clay line. There is, however, a lot of grease debris left over on the bottom side of the pipe. As stated earlier, clay is reddish orange, so the discoloration on the bottom side is grease mixed in with other debris. Making our way back from the turn, and there is root intrusion noted around the 85-foot mark. Again, it's not causing any blockage at the present time of inspection. Still working our way back from clay piping. With about 75 feet remaining. Other than the offsets and root intrusion, there is no signs of obvious debris buildup, which is good. Water was also ran prior to the inspection to make sure that everything is flowing properly, which is why you're seeing a little bit of residual water still flowing through the line. I ran almost all the water fixtures within the home just to make sure there's no obvious backups. Making our way back from another turn. And there is root intrusion, again, that's growing from the joint, so it's not as bad as it looks. However, also there's no blockage at the present time of inspection. And we've now transitioned materials from clay piping to cast iron. So if you remember from the beginning of the video, we are working our way back from the city street to the home. So clay, on the clay side is closer to the city, and then the cast iron is underneath the home. So, some issues with cast iron are its estimated service life, anywhere from 50 to 70 years. I've seen cases where it lasts 100 years. It really depends on the stuff that's being flushed down into the lines. It's also scaling is also observed within the cast iron portion of the line, and what scaling is basically a calcification of the minerals of the cast iron combined with the oxidation of the water, which basically means it's the material is caking onto itself, and it's in essence shrinking the pipe from the inside. So you're seeing that whitish color on the bottom right and left hand side of the screen. That's that same grease that I was talking about earlier. It's not causing any blockage, however, there is a good amount of grease built up. Making our way back from another turn. With about 21 feet remaining, still working our way back from cast iron. With about 10 feet remaining, we are getting close to the end of the inspection. And now we have transitioned to materials once again from that cast iron to ABS. So ABS is typically seen in newer homes and is the preferred choice of plumbing material, as it does have a relatively long estimated service life and it is resilient against root intrusion. It's also relatively inexpensive and it's easier to replace sections of ABS versus cast iron. And we are getting close to the end of the inspection, like I stated previously. And this is where we started, so this is where we'll end. We completed a full circle of the inspection. If you have any questions or concerns, please do not hesitate to call, text, or email me. Thank you.